So I'm a used car dealer and I just accidentally bought a cheap Porsche Taycan Turbo in an auction on BCA. Let me explain how that happened.
Taycan, do you still want to get a Taycan Turbo?
Yeah.
0.3 cat keys going.
It's tempting to, is it nice? Is it black?
Yeah.
I think bid on it, Drame.
We bought a Taycan.
Oh, I'll tell you how much I paid for it shortly. Before I boast about that, we need to make sure the car's all right. So what we're going to be doing now is jumping in the car and heading to Measham, which is
Birmingham.
it's Leicester, but it's basically Birmingham, and hopefully buy a nice, cheap Porsche Taycan Turbo. That's it. We've arrived. More car traders got their trade plates. Going to buy a deal or a problem, you never know. And that's the thing with auctions, you just don't know. It is all one big, I say auctions, the car trade in general, buying used cars is one big risk. And we just took a big risk. Hopefully it goes our way.
Play big or go home.
It's exactly that. Oh, my foot. Right, let's go find out. So I popped inside to grab the keys and the paperwork, and a few minutes later, they pulled the car out. So that's it, I've bought my first ever Porsche Taycan. I mean, the first thing I said to the woman was, well, it works, doesn't it? She's like, yeah, it does. And battery-wise, I was a little bit thinking, I was not concerned, that's a bit dramatic, not concerned. But I was thinking, I wonder if it needs any power. And it's actually got, let me just double check this, because I might have misread it. Such an interesting car in so many ways. Massive power as well. 176 miles in range left. It's got loads of power left in it. So that's good. I've just moved it from there to here, which was successful in that short little distance. But I did notice, right, there is a negative. And this is a bad oversight on my behalf. On the report, so we go back to the report now. It's a nice day for it, isn't it? Polar bears. Before I talk about how much I paid for it. So it is a BCA assured car, which means if there's anything on this report or anything wrong with the car that isn't on the report, then you can put a claim in, either get a refund or they can come and fix it for you. It is all green ticks on their report, which is good. So they've done all the basic checks, but there is a negative, and it's the tyres. It literally says excessively worn. Both front tyres are excessively worn. Do you know what? They've actually been a little bit, I was expecting them to be dangerous, but they're not dangerous. I mean, they are bad. They're bad, but they're not illegal. They're almost on the bar. It's obviously impossible to say. They might be worse on the inside. You know, reaching in, they're bad on the inside. So on the outer edge, they're fine, but on the inner edge, they're definitely worn. So it is a grade 3 car, and they actually highlight all the little bits of damage. It's got a little bit of a scuff there, which might polish out. The wheels need refurbing, all of them, so it needs tyres and wheels refurbing. Spec-wise, it's got some really nice spec options. We'll talk about that shortly, but at the minute, I'm just trying to wander around. Let's go through what they've sort of highlighted on the report. So here's a condition report here. 42,115 miles, which is great. A little bit of damage on the bonnet, apparently. I can't even see that. Is that it? It's a tiny little stone chip. So what I mean, their reports are good, but then it sort of can go one way or the other. We bought an M2 from here in this very spot a year or so ago, and in that, again, it was a good example. Whoever does the reports here, maybe at this auction, maybe it's the particular person that does, that coincidentally done reports on cars that we've bought. They are really, really good. But then a lot of traders will be like, well, do you know, we've had it go the other way, where they've not been as thorough with the report. And you buy the car, it's like, well, it's got multiple stone chips, and the wheels are ruined, and the tyres are terrible, and they've not even mentioned it. So it's quite, I don't want to say pot luck, because that's a bit of an exaggeration, but in this case, it looks like they've done a really good job of the report. So there's a little bit of damage there. Again, should polish out, which is good. And then that bit which they've mentioned on the listing as well, which is perfect, and the wheels, of course, which are highlighted on the report as well. They also do a battery condition report. Where is that? Which is really, really good. Like, you'd pay money to have a battery condition report done on any of your electric cars. For BCA to do that as part of their process, I think it's really, really good. So we know that for some reason it's not jumping out at me on this listing. Maybe it's on a desktop version and not the app, but either way, I know that it's got a good healthy battery as well, which is a massive thing, of course, with an electric car. Now, the car vertical report, there is actually a negative on the car vertical check. I do a car vertical check on every single car that I buy. Super important that you do background history checks, because you never know, you could buy a car and it's got some negative background history, and if you didn't do your checks you wouldn't have found out. When you do a car vertical check, I'll link them below by the way, use my code CCD to get 20% off, which is obviously a little bonus. With this car, had I have bought this car and not done this check beforehand, then I would have discovered that one, it's got finance outstanding on it, and two, it's got a negative on the mileage there. So you're looking for all green ticks. Damage is a green tick, theft is green tick, emissions of course is a green tick, being an electric car, but the two amber flags there, one is mileage, one is finance. Finance is a previously outstanding agreement which BCA will clear, so I don't need to be concerned about that because of where I'm buying it from. But the mileage, if you click on that, it just says it's sat around for a long time without any use. It's a negative flag, but it ain't a negative, all right? It hasn't had a wind back, it's not been clocked or anything like that. It just means that the car, I would say it's maybe a change of owner at 2024 maybe. In fact, we can have a look. I'm really looking forward to driving this car. So total of 3 owners, and yeah, it's had an owner change there at 2024 at the point when the mileage was sort of stagnant. So again, that all ties in well with the background history of the car. And then if we go to the timeline, another negative on this car today, which is a problem for me right now, which will solve shortly, is the fact that used to have a private plate. That's not the negative. Again, you can see all of that on Car Vertical. The MOT ran out last week in my life, so the car's got no MOT and it's got bald tyres. We'll work that out in a sec. Everyone always says, Cal, why don't you just get a recovery truck? We've got recovery drivers that do a lot of recovering for us, but that would be boring, wouldn't it? If we've done that in videos. Imagine it, just putting it on a truck. I want to drive this car. It's not going to be quite that straightforward today, though, Cal. There's 671 brake horsepower. That's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Like, my M5 is 720 horsepower, but that's an M5. I know this is a Porsche turbo as such. It's mad that they called it a turbo, but it qualifies for the turbo badge, which it does have a turbo badge on the back, which is nice to see. But obviously it's not a turbo. I remember me telling my boy Kai, I'm like, Kai, they do a Taycan turbo, you know. He's like, yeah, Dad, how's it got a turbo? And I thought, do you know what? You're a clever kid. It's good that you asked that question. Why have they put a turbo badge on it? But it just symbolises the fact that it is the highest power car. By the way, Car Vertical link below, remind you of that. I didn't even remind you. I usually like to end on a little reminder. Link below, code CCD when you do your Car Vertical check. The values of this car. So as you know, I kind of bought it as a bit of, I say a mistake. Is it a mistake? Ultimately we're in the market to buy cars all the time. We're constantly looking to buy cars. And if there's something that looks like a bit of a deal, then we're gonna buy it, right? Providing it meets our criteria as in condition, resale, German sports cars, and also demanded car. Demand of these at the minute, they have definitely come back up. There was obviously a time sort of 18 months ago when electric cars were in a terrible place. They're not in such a bad place today. In fact, they're in a far better place. But the used electric market is, of course, it's an interesting market to be in because people are still a bit skeptical of aging batteries. So we're yet to discover how well demanded this car will be because I've never had one. So it is a punt, but you know, it's a car that I'm excited about. We've hopefully bought it for the right money, and hopefully when we drive it, it drives really well. And you know, best case scenario, we've got a nice car for the right money, doesn't need too much prep. We get a good margin out of it, and we get a happy customer at the end of it. So with a 5-star review as well, which would be nice. So far, conditions all good. You know, as we expected. Car Vertical is all good, but there's that little amber flag there, which we've just spoke about, which I'm happy about. It's got 2 keys, 1 service, which you know probably do it with a service. Obviously, battery cars or electric cars, even the servicing work, if you like, is very minimal. They don't actually do loads to them, but we can get that done as well. And pricing, I think that's something we need to talk about before we jump in and try and solve this. Well, 1, see what it drives like, and 2, solve this tyre situation, because that definitely needs sorting. Here we go. So this platform here is our own platform, enterreg.com. We buy cars on here as well. And we value cars. So it's an online car buying platform for the trade only. But if you're a private seller and you want to advertise your car for sale, currently got about 3,000 private sellers on there across the country. If you're a car dealer, you want to buy cars, definitely sign up. And if you're a private seller, you want to sell your car, just put it onto EnterReg, and one of our dealers will be in touch to buy your car off you. Now, I'm using it for the benefit of this video to value a car. It says charge times. We've got charge times on EnterReg. That's mad. It tells you the times of it takes 24 minutes On a 350 kilowatt charger, on a 50 kilowatt charger, it will take you 93 minutes apparently. On a three phase, single phase. On a single phase charger, that is so interesting. This car, I didn't know this is how many electric cars I buy, 810 minutes. How long is 820? That's like, what's that, like 12 hours or something? And then a slow charge will take 2,500 minutes. That's a long time. Does a basic history check there as well, which we've done already with Car Vertical, with more in-depth one, which is all good. And 2 valuation systems that we use, CAP and Auto Trader. The CAP trade value of this car, in clean condition, is £43,100, and the the Auto Trader trade value of this car is just shy of £40,000, £39,423, right? The retail value today, according to Auto Trader, is £48,000, just over, and the retail value according to CAP today is £50,000. How much did Calvin pay for it? I don't like to boast about things until I'm certain that I'm in a position to boast about them. So what we're going to do is just check them rear tyres. Rear tyres are definitely legal. Front tyres, we won't give too much information, but they're not in a great place, I can tell you that. Interior, let's have a little look inside. No floor mats. Has it got no floor mats? Now what BCA, no, it's got heated seats in the rear. And I did also notice it's got an Alcantara headlining, which is lovely. Turbo logos in the headrest, which is nice. And then in the back, 4-seater. Oh, that's the bonnet, the boot bonnet. Of course, we're gonna have a look under there. Got genuine Porsche floor mats as well. This is what BCA do a lot, is they pull the mats out, throw them in the boot, and then we'll get them cleaned when we get back. I'm happy, so far I'm happy. Like, I say all the time, the car trade is a risk. There's a room for the car dealers in there, all waiting for their cars to be pulled round. And that moment when that car pulls round, it is a little bit of an anxious moment, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been buying cars from here for years. I don't buy loads from BCA anymore or any auctions, because I prefer to buy from private sellers. It's a far better way to buy cars. As a result of that, because I'm not a big buyer at BCA, I pay higher premiums when I'm buying cars. We'll talk about fees shortly when we talk about how much we paid for this car. But the more you buy, the better rates you get. And you know, it is all a gamble, whether you're buying from auction or from a private seller. But when you're buying from a private seller, it's just better, because you get to meet, I say it all the time, you meet them, you get to see the history, you get to check it all out and test drive the car as well before you buy it. We're test driving it after we're buying it today. So that is a negative, of course, with auctions. So little trim there, we'll work out where that goes. Looks like someone's maybe popped it off and not popped it back on. But it's a really nice thing, isn't it? It's a really nice thing. I'm happy. So far, I'm happy. Anyway, just needs a good old polish, a good old clean up, and an MOT. So I think what we'll do now is we'll end this section here, and we'll think about what we can do. We need to find a tyre shop. I think we either need to find a tyre shop. I can book the MOT in, and we can drive to the MOT garage straight from here. That is legal. But them tyres, I don't want to be doing any long journeys with them tyres, because they are dangerous. So the first things first, the priority is find a local tyre shop and get those tyres replaced. Right, and Mark, come here with the camera. Look, come closer. Oh my God, look at these tyres. It's got threads hanging out of it. They're absolutely shocking them up. We're in Birmingham, aren't we? We're basically.
It's Birmingham.
Yeah. Can't drive all the way from Birmingham back to Milton Keynes with that tyre like that. So yeah, we'll work that out in a sec. I don't know, we need to sort it out. So I began to call around some local tyre shops. Porsche from BCA in Measham, and the tyres are a bit naughty.
Yeah, can I have tyre size, please?
245 4520
Yep.
on the front. Front's a priority. If you don't have the backs in, they're not so important, but I'll give it to you anyway. 285 4020. It's an electric car. I don't know if electric car tyres are different, are they? I know it might sound.
They are, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So, the tyres I have in stock are not EV tyres, so they won't be suitable for your vehicle.
Okay.
Okay, so I can get Continentals for all 4 tyres. They'll be EV tyres. With a 20% discount added to the tyre price. Full price for all 4 would be £1,078.16.
Okay, and you've got them in stock now, the Continentals?
No, that won't be in stock. We won't see them till tomorrow.
Oh, Yeah, I'm from Luton, so I basically just bought a car from BCA down the roads, and the tyres are like dangerous, and I'm just trying to get some tyres on it for the journey home. Yeah.
Some to get you home. Yeah.
So that's bad news from tyre shop number 1, but he does have some good news for me.
So there is a quick fit in Derby on Checkers Road that have some Yokohamas in stock, and they should be EV rated tyres.
Yeah, and they don't have the rears there, no?
I don't think so. I can have a look, see if they don't. The closest one to us for that has the rear tyres in stock.
Yeah.
Staple Ford.
But they don't have the fronts there. They only have the rears.
Yeah, they only have the rears, and the one at Derby only has fronts.
Okay.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye. How good was he? He was brilliant. He was so helpful. Although we haven't really
Found the solution.
pretty helpful. I mean, 10 out of 10 for effort. But the result is basically, yeah, they've got 2 in Derby, and they've got 2 in, did you say Leicester?
Leicester.
I think so.
Yeah.
So we want to find 4 in one place.
So I continued to ring around.
It could do with a full set. The fronts are the worst though. The rears are slightly different size. Yeah.
Do you want the Porsche approved ones then?
Probably, yeah. Sounds expensive.
Will be for that, mate. I dread to think your rear prices. Right, so it's these ones here. 266 quid for them ones.
Have you got them in stock?
No, I'd have to order them in for tomorrow.
Yeah, I need them now.
I would. Yeah. You're going to struggle at that. Let me just see if... I bet they ain't going to have them.
The tyres are naughty. Like, they are...
Yeah.
They're shot.
Yeah, no, definitely not going to get them in.
No problem, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you very much for helping.
No worries, mate. Sorry about that.
No worries. Cheers, mate. See ya.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
All right, bye. That's about the 6th tyre place I've run now. And none of them have got tyres. Oh, continue. Can you continue on my shopping journey, yeah?
Afternoon, Quick Tea and speaking. How can we help?
Hello, mate. I just spoke to another one of your local quick fits, and he said that you guys have got tyres in stock, or should have, for a car that I've got. It's I just wanted to make sure you got them before I head over.
No, they are special order.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no.
I can order, but these can't be used. I've got a vehicle coming in for them.
Ah, okay. So you've got them there, but someone else has basically beat me to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's fine. There's nothing we can do. I'll keep shopping around.
All right. Sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you, mate.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Bye. So that was the tyre shop in Derby that have them in stock. Turns out they've been allocated to another customer, so they're not available. Let's get a recovery truck, don't we, Mark?
Yeah.
I then got a random phone call from my friend and fellow YouTuber Chris Slick, who coincidentally is just down the road, and he might have a solution to our tyre problem.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you need a pair or 4?
A pair would get us out of troubles.
I've got my GT4 wheels sat there with tyres on, which I know are a 20-inch, which I'd be more than willing to lend you the tyres, and there's somewhere next door that can fit them, but I would need them back.
That's interesting.
Or we could just try and bolt those wheels on.
That's not a bad shout, is it?
Yeah, it's the same stud pattern, I believe.
All right, I'll swing by your unit.
Yes, sir.
All right,
All right, mate.
see you soon.
I then noticed another problem with the car.
So, is that heating on? It's freezing. Aircon on. Is the heating working? The heating's not working. How does heating not work in an electric car? How have we only got cold air? Not on a day like today. We need the heating. Has it got heated steering wheel? How do you turn on heated steering wheel on Porsche Taycan? I don't know. The heating's the least of my worries at the minute. Let's get them out of here. Get them out of here. Nice place to be though. Very nice. Go on, sir, after you. Of all days to buy a car that has no heating. Hello, sir.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Thanks.
Thank you, mate. Cheers. Is that You know, is that alright? It's got no heating? I suppose they would never have known. I mean, it's driving alright. If only you lot could feel okay. I'm cold. I ain't one for moaning either. I feel like a little dickhead for moaning. How dare I moan? It's just a bit of bloody cold, Cal. Shut up. Get on with it. I'm sure this car was spec'd with a heated steering wheel. I've no idea how he turned it on. See why I haven't boasted about how much I paid for it? Because you'd all be laughing at me now saying, Cav, yeah, you think you got a deal? It's got no bloody heating. It's got no tyres. It's got no MOT. It's clear on Car Vertical though, just about. It's got 162 miles left in range. But you can feel the power. Like, it is unbelievable. So I wonder if the assured report has any mention of heating. Because if the assured report says, yes, the heating's been checked and it works, and now it doesn't, then I can put in a claim for the heating not working.
I did have a quick look on the BCA assured report, and it does actually have a dynamic operations section, but they only test if certain components receive power. So aircon receives power, sat-nav receives power, ICE, in-car entertainment, receives power. It doesn't actually test if it works or not.
It's quite obvious how the heating works in this car. You just turn it on high and then that's it. Like, the aircon is off. I'll turn it on. Let's just see if we get... There's no way. There's just no... No, that's actually aircon cold. Yeah, there's no way. That heating is not working. It's so annoying. It's got USB charging points in there. Lightning. Obviously, being a turbo, it is full drive as well. So, yeah, mega performance, mega traction. I will tell you how much I paid for it, by the way. We like to end things on a high with every single YouTube video that we do. Let's turn that down. It's just noisy. It's literally just blowing cold air at me. I just had a quick look to see who the vendor was. So I forgot if it was there. I thought it might be a We Buy Any Car sale, but it was Alphabet. It's called Alphabet Top Car, so it's one of in their top car section, which would explain why it was alongside the Bentley, which I don't know if I've put that video up yet. If I have, go and check it out. At this point in my life, I've not actually picked that car up yet. That'd be interesting. But yeah, it's always interesting to know where the cars come from. Again, another reason why I much prefer buying from private sellers. Because in this case, if I was faced with a private seller, I'd be like, where's this car? Like, what you been doing in this car? What do you do for a living? Where's, you know, what you been up to? What sort of miles? It's done 42,000 miles. You've had it since 2000 and, what year did he say? I say he bought it 2024? 2026 now, so he's had it close to a couple of years. You know, where did you buy it from? Says it's only had one main dealer service. Have you had it serviced elsewhere and got the receipts for that? You know, all this sort of stuff you can ask the private seller. But I'm not faced with that privilege when buying in an auction. Like, why is that tyre in such a state? Why have you not bought a tyre? Are you skint? Like, it's time's hard. Might have the person that used to own it reach out. We get that happening in almost every single video of a car that we buy. We get the owner reach out and say, oh, that used to be my car, and the reason why I sold it is because of X. And that's always interesting to get that message. So hopefully, in this case, we get that message after this video goes live. The seats are a nice shape, aren't they? I love it with a turbo badge in the back, and the headrest even. Amar's got the right idea. He's got the Defender with heating. Heating's good, isn't it? I love a bit of heating in a car. Love it. You know, on the iPhone app it says, today is 2 degrees, but it feels like X. Today that X is minus 15, I'm telling you. There's a little noise, by the way. Can you hear that? It's under the window. Almost sounds like there's like it's probably the wires hanging out the tyre, isn't it? I was gonna say it sounds like there's a stone stuck somewhere. It's wires in my tyres, that's what I think it is. Not in my tyres, outside of my tyres.
We then arrived at Chris Slick's unit to see if he could help us. And whilst we were there, we filmed a whole separate video of a walk around his workshop and a conversation with him about where he's at with YouTube and his current project. That video has been made for our Facebook page only, so if you've not yet followed our Facebook page, it's obviously Calvin's Car Diary, and that video will go live there in the next couple of days.
Now, the Taycan for me, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a really good looking car.
Yeah.
It's just the battery thing. You just need, you know, if they did the Panamera,
Yeah.
but it's a Taycan, that would have been like a really cool car for me. So
I
it looks
see
like a
it's-
Taycan, but
yeah.
it has a V8.
Yeah. It would be cool. Yeah.
I was kind of looking for ways before when my dad said about getting one. I was like, oh, okay, can I get a Panamera and then put like a Taycan front end on it?
Imagine that.
I thought that'd be cool, but then I don't know if it's just a bit too sloped.
Too sloped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Panamera's got a longer front end.
I think so. So I don't think that'd work. But it would have looked cool, and also you kind of lack some cooling, I'd imagine, on the front.
Oh, yeah.
So there's not really much room for air intake or anything. But
Nah.
yeah, I think it's definitely.
It would make an interesting YouTube video, that's
would,
for sure.
Yeah. It would.
So you got your diagnostic, I'll show you.
Oh yeah, well,
He's got it there.
Lovely. Let's see how bad it is.
Yeah.
This is where we find out like electric cars. Bear in mind, I've not worked on an electric car before.
Okay.
So
heating should be pretty much the same though, surely.
you'd have thought so. I'd imagine it'd just have. It'd probably work off the
It
heat
is a
from the
cool-looking
battery.
car. Yeah. No, you're
Work
right,
off the
Chris.
heat from the battery and then kind of pump the water around and run it through a heater thing.
But basically we've got ball tyres, the heater thing. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's alright. I put that in, it sounded like it crunched.
Oh, right.
This is nice. What year is this one?
2020?
Well, it's 50 grand.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Well, hopefully it's right.
There's quite a lot of stuff going on here.
Oh, no. Okay. There is a lot of faults there, isn't
Yeah,
there?
the price is falling down rapidly.
Blimey. Was it 49 now? 49.
I thought it was 39.
6-7.
No. We don't do that here. There's quite a lot. Engine electronics, apparently. That'd be an interesting one.
Oh my God. It's just like literally just pinging up more and more faults.
Yeah. Admittedly, some of these might be like previous faults that haven't been cleared and stuff like that. I'd say.
Optimistic, I like that.
Yeah. Just clear them and hope for the best. Right, you want to look at the heater?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many faults on there.
Have you seen this? Do you really want to show this? If you've
Well,
not seen
yeah.
it? Okay. There's all these.
It's more than the Bentley and we've had the engine out.
What does that say? Right, let's go into the heater. Where is it? Refrigerant circuit on high pressure side faulty. Unreliable signal. Valve low. Left radiator fan blocked. Interior heater internal malfunction.
Okay.
Are you shivering now?
I'm already shivering. It's so cold today. Of all days to buy a car with no heating.
I can keep going. Low temperature circuit of high voltage battery, heating performance too low. Electric interior heater, current too high.
Okay. So there isn't one problem, there's lots
7.
of problems. Okay. So
So I'll try and clear them and see what happens.
Yeah, you can do,
Okay.
but I don't think we're going to magically have heating after clearing them faults.
I don't think so either. But stranger things have happened.
Yes.
Okay, we're down to 1.
Okay. What is that one?
Internal heater malfunction.
Which we know. We know about that. Okay, so it's definitely the heating definitely doesn't work.
I'm just going to clear all the rest of these for you. and
Yeah,
just see
clear
what
all of them.
happens.
That's good. I say it's good. We don't have heating still, but that's kind of not the bigger problem. The bigger problem is the car needs an MOT and the tyres. We can't drive this car with these tyres on, Chris.
I can borrow you some gloves if you want to get home.
Well, yeah. Or just give me a lift.
Yeah. That'd do.
Have you got any tyres? Well, you said you have got some
so
tyres.
we've got 2 options. We've got the original wheels from my GT4, which I lent to my friend who just got back. They have 2 4.5 35 20s on. So we can lend you those wheels, but the sidewall profile is going to be slightly smaller.
But it'll be good enough to get us home.
It'd be good enough to get you home on Cup 2s as well, so you'd be flying.
That's good.
Yeah, but it may, because these are 4-wheel drive, I'm not sure how sensitive it is. Sometimes if you go down a tyre size, it can play havoc with the 4-wheel drive system.
Yeah.
So that is a risk.
Do you know what I'm thinking? I think let's just get the car recovered.
Okay.
It's got no heating, which ain't the end of the world because it's got a heated seat. The tyres are naughty.
How bad are they?
It's that one on the inside.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
The outside ain't great.
Was
either,
it that
is
one? I think it is that one. I think it might be. Either way. But we could mess around throwing your wheels on, but then we've got to get them back to you.
Yep.
It's a temporary solution, I appreciate it. But
what we call a temporary solution for a permanent problem.
Exactly.
Until you fix it and then it's not permanent.
Yeah, I think we should just get it recovered.
Completely up to you. The offer's there.
Your mate's a recovery driver and he's going to come pick the car up. So it's all good. Thank you very much.
No worries, thanks for coming down.
And,
it's so cold.
It is cold, isn't it?
My hands
That's
are
what
gonna
I'm
fall
thinking,
off.
it's freezing. And we'll go for a drive in the car after it's been MOT'd, all right? Sorted. And that is it. We are literally 2 months on now. You can see the weather is completely different. At the beginning of this video, it was absolutely freezing. I know I've spoken about that so much throughout, but now all of a sudden the weather is lovely, it's warm, the skies are clear, and more importantly, the car is here, prepped, and it does now have heating. It's got heating. We don't even need heating now. We could have done with heating at the beginning of the video the other way around, but it's now got heating. We've had the wheels refurbed as well. We've had a full set of tyres put on it, Michelin tyres, EV tyres as well, so they're correct for the car. We've had the car machine polished as well, so it's looking amazing, ready to retail. We've serviced it and we've MOT'd it as well. It took a lot longer than expected. The simple reason for that was prep and getting the car booked into Porsche was a little bit of a process. Getting it in there, getting out of there. It turned out the heating was a common issue that they have. It was a recall and it was all done by Porsche themselves. So there was no cost on our behalf from that point of view. The price that I paid for this car, before I talk about that, this car new, because I've got a spec sheet here, it was spec'd with £11,000 worth of options, both surround sound, £3,245, 20-inch wheels, £2,394, adaptive sports seats, £1,400, roof lining, £1,300, so that Alcantara headlining, £1,300, I love that. Mobile charger connect, £767, seat heating front and rear, £615, we mentioned that earlier in the video. Parking assist, including the reverse camera, bit of a must that is. Porsche electric sports sound, okay, oh, because it must give you sound when you're driving it. I was probably not too focused on that earlier when I was driving it. I was more focused on the temperature. Two-tone leather interior with smooth finish leather, 300 odd quid, and then heated steering wheel, which I couldn't find earlier in the video, £186. It does actually have a heated steering wheel. I'm parked here, by the way. We've got a new photo wall, which we're going to be doing a whole video talking about that. Just far nicer for photos. In fact, Amar's just photographed this car. It looks unreal in the photos. It looks so good. So we're going to get the photos updated for the website today. We've got just little things like paper floor mats done to say that we've got finance and extended warranty available. All this sort of stuff. Air fresheners, just all stuff that's nice, that helps present the cars a bit better. We've had these stickers made as well, which I don't particularly like. They work on white cars, but not on black cars. We've had a load of black ones ordered. The price of the car, this car new, that's what I was saying, with that big spec list was £127,000. The price today, as mentioned, the retail price is, well, it's actually dropped a little bit to £45,000. That's what its value is today, so it's gone up for 45 grand. The price that we paid for the car, so that's about 70% off, isn't it? Its new price. Is it about that? We need to play on that in the thumbnail, Omar. We need to put like half price or something on the thumbnail, don't we? Yeah. We definitely got to do that. But it was cheap because we paid, I say cheap, it was cheap when we bought it. It was £38,000 on the Hammer, fees on top, with nearly £1,000, so just shy of £39,000. It's actually a VAT qualifying car, which is a benefit to business owners, so that's a massive plus with the sale of this car. And in prep wise, we probably spent about at least 1,500 quid on it. So the margin, you can see it's eating in further and further into the margin. Luckily, that heating didn't cost us anything. Had it have done, it wouldn't have been. At the price that it's at now, the margin is minimal. Like, some people might think, oh, you've got like a £4 margin there. Yeah, it's not enough money on a car of this value. But it is now a very nice car. Time has moved on. Had we put it up for sale instantly, which wasn't a possibility, then it would have been worth more at that point in time. But today it's a lovely car. It's ready to go. It's black as well. Lovely spec car, and everything's done. And this car will, without a doubt, it will sell quickly. So I talk a lot about risk as a used car dealer. Everything is a risk. This is a good example of a risk that has paid off. We've done the Bentley as well. If you didn't see that video, go and check it out. It's one of my favorite episodes ever. That again was a massive risk. Luckily that did pay off massively. And with this car here, I'm just happy, man. It's made a great video. It's gonna make a great bit of stock, and it's gonna make a happy customer at the end of it. I'm done. Thanks everyone for watching. Car Vertical will link below, code CCD, don't forget to use that to get 20% off. I'll also link Binker, our dealership below, if anyone's interested in buying a Porsche Taycan. It'll sell anyway, but if you want to buy it, it's here. And a massive thanks to Chris Licks as well for getting involved and trying to help us on our journey back from Leicester earlier in the week. So it wasn't Leicester, was it? Where was it? Birmingham, wasn't it?